Yeah. What?
The one that says.
That guy.
All set, right? Okay. Good evening, folks. We're gonna call the meeting to order here at 7:01. And don't have too much of a heavy agenda this evening. So the first thing on the agenda, we're gonna rise and do a pledge of allegiance.
Don't take it. No, I'm not taking it.
I pledge allegiance
To the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Okay. First thing on there is review the minutes. Gentlemen, have you reviewed the minutes that were sent to you previously?
Yes.
And if you're both in agreement, entertain a motion.
Motion to accept as presented.
Okay.
A second?
Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
Okay. Hello, Steve? Oh, how are you?
Great, how are you doing?
Yeah, we're very good, thank you. So, anything to discuss?
No, actually, it's been very quiet. I think last month we had that one burglary we discussed last month, and then there hasn't been anything coming across that I know about, which is always a good sign. We had one instance where I'm not sure where the communication came from, but it actually was a communication from someone in town that got to Jim Carroll. They wanted to join the neighborhood watch, and she directed them to the correct group leader and got them signed up. So now that we have this thing recorded, may as well use it like a free commercial here. And anybody that is listening to this, that the neighborhood watch is easy to sign up for. You can either look at the Facebook page or get hold of the Auburn PD, and then they'll get you signed up to a group leader. And there is no commitment to time or energy or anything else. It's just extra set of eyes. And like I said, the more people you get signed up, your neighbors get them involved, it protects your home too. So hopefully people, when they hear this, they'll start signing up.
Yeah, so they got a Facebook page they can go to sign up. They can call Auburn Police business number as well. And from there, they'll, depending on their address, it'll be decided whom they should contact to sign up. No enrollment charge or no commitment on their part, like you said.
Correct.
Awesome. Okay, sure, no problem at all.
I'm not going to be charged for the commercial, am I?
$30. All right, Steve, well, thank you so much. Chief, you're up.
On Friday, we had a little get-together for Dave Fletcher at the Purity. We had about 20 people show up for his retirement thing. It was a good send-off. We had Judge Warhol from Derry and some of his colleagues from Derry PD. And it was a good time had by all. And we're really going to miss Fletcher because he is an icon. Everybody loved Fletcher. He'll still be around, but he got to the point where he's all done with law enforcement.
Yep, well, over 30 years really between Derry and here, right? Something like that. Who's going to take on the motorcycle responsibilities for next year? Are we thinking about that yet? Calvin, I know Calvin, we sent him through school for that. And
we have a couple other officers that are interested in becoming certified. So.
But that's a week course up in Concord.
Or sometimes it's in Boston or out by, I think it's Hanscom Air Force Base.
Something that we have to pay for, the department has to pay for. It's not one of those free things. I know Calvin's certified, but you lost Fletcher and Mulaney, who was a bike officer. Who else did we have that was able to?
You got me.
Scotty Rogers.
Oh, that's who I was thinking about, right. So you're down to one person, so, okay. Oh, we certainly didn't put many miles on the bike. It gotta be like in brand new condition.
We had a couple of drug overdoses last month, but Manchester is getting killed again.
There.
They have a safe station program, but it's still an epidemic that has to be addressed. We had 820 calls for service last month. You guys did a fantastic job. I'm very proud of the performance that these guys are turning into the department. I think we had one burglary reported last month, is that a Meadow Lane?
Yep.
So that's being actively investigated. And budget looks good, so I think we're in pretty good shape.
Okay, any questions, questions for the chief? Okay. Go ahead.
Last month, we completed CPR and AED recertification. That was top of the fire department. It was pretty good, so that was good. We did right upstairs here. Everybody's all good to go with that for this year. And, that was a, you know, they didn't charge us or anything. I think they charged us the minimum they were allowed to. It's like $30 a card. Our grants are almost done this period, right, at the end of September. So our speed grants and DWI grants have rounded out, but then another round will start very soon before the end of the year, the holidays. So it
Okay.
doesn't really be a big, it's not over for the year, but that particular physical year one has
Yep.
ended, you know. So we have to make all our reports. Liz been pretty busy with that. We like to file a bunch of stuff with the state. That looked pretty good for our, 2017 ones, but we're gonna start right into before the
holidays.
holidays come, before November comes, we start.
Like extra DWI patrols?
Exactly right.
Okay.
We were gonna talk about the budget. I see that later on, so we'll save that, discuss the date for a budget workshop. But kind of on the lines of the budget, we have some other expenditures that we wanna do this year that are already budgeted, but just kind of keeping you guys appraised on what's going on.
Mm-hmm.
We still need to purchase 2 repeaters, one for the police station here, and one for one of the last patrol cars that doesn't have a repeater.
Yep.
And those have been ordered, so those are on the way. One has been ordered, and we wanna see how that one works in the station.
And they were already budgeted in the budget
Total,
that's
all
already
budgeted
approved.
from last year, but
Yep.
just to let you know, so you're gonna see that item go up, that line item for
Yep.
radio maintenance will
Sure
spike
thing.
up towards the end of the year. We're also looking at buying one portable radio, which is like, I think $1,200 or $1,300, so you'll see that. We're also gonna exchange out our firearms this year, which is, I think, for all the firearms being changed out was under $2,000. It wasn't much at all, because they want to resell the other.
You're gonna trade in all the old weapons, and get new weapons.
Yeah,
For
so that'll,
how many handguns is that?
22?
Wow.
I think 22 kind of
So
spare.
if
So
it's
we have a-
around $2,000, it's about $100 to get a brand new
Yeah.
weapon.
So not bad, and you're supposed to do that every 5 years.
Yep.
I think we have a couple that have been around for 8 years, some have been around for 3, but the majority of them are right around that 5 to 6 year mark, and this is when we're supposed to change
I
them
think we
out.
did it 3-4 years ago, I
Yeah,
remember.
and we'll
doing
probably be looking to do that, again, towards the end of the year, and how it works is you purchase the new firearms, they send you the new firearms, everybody requalifies, will probably be after the first of the year, so after the snow stops, it will pay for the guns before, we'll receive them. Once the new firearms arrive, the officers get certified, and then we mail back our old ones. So we just keep using our old ones until we get recertified
Yep.
in the new one. With the same exact pistol, no change or
No change.
anything, they're just newer ones.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. The trunk or treat thing is coming up on October 29th, so it's the
Yep.
same day as trick or treat, which is the 29th. And trick or treat's 1 to 4 p.m., like always in Auburn, it's
Correct.
Sunday, I think it is. And then, from 5 to 7 is gonna be the trunk or treat thing, and it's gonna be here at the safety center. They're gonna try to get 20, it's like a test year. They're gonna
Yeah.
try to do 20 different, vehicles, and kids can go around where it's dark out and, do some other events and stuff. And,
Yeah.
and see how that works
People
out.
probably decorate their cars.
Exactly right, they decorate their cars and they
Yep.
have a contest and stuff, so.
Good.
There'll be more, I think the Parks and Rec's the one that is mainly running that, and we're helping them out, so we'll see more of that as it
They
comes up.
can decorate one of your 20 cars. but-
No, we're not doing that.
You know who's got a big fan?
Yeah?
Yeah.
I tried getting a hearse, but that wasn't too good. Didn't work out. But that would be a perfect prop for Halloween, decorate that up and stuff, but the Undertaker wasn't,
We'll check with Peabody.
Yeah.
that's what I call.
For the MRI stuff for this month, I only did one of the requirements, which was a new policy on multi-purpose vehicle use, which is the ATV and the motorcycle. We just took hook sets and used theirs. That leaves us with only 7 requirements left, and 5 of them are for the town. That says the town can do stuff, so we'll
Yeah.
just forward those to them. It leaves us with 2. One's about different policies for searches, how to get a search warrant and stuff like that, which I'm gonna get Chip to help me out on. He doesn't know that yet, but I'll get him to help me out on that.
Okay,
And the other one was another easy one. It was nothing catastrophic. I can't remember what it was, but So there'll only be 2 really left that we have to do, and obviously try to get them done by the end of the year.
Terrific.
And I think that's it for me for this one.
Now, let's just talk about the budget. I know I was in here Monday doing the payroll, and you and I had a little chat, and we kinda had a little, quick review of the budget. And it didn't look like there's anything out of line, looks like you're gonna be level funded again, more than likely.
More than likely, yeah.
For all the items other than payroll, okay?
Right.
So I just wondered, do we really need a workshop, or could we just have a meeting, depending on when the selectmen are gonna talk to us? Well, I don't see why, if there's no big items on there,
We
why
have a
you,
meeting, that's your workshop.
well, just have it next month on a Tuesday.
But I thought they wanted them this in October.
If they do, then we'd have to schedule one in 2
That's
weeks.
why I thought that we were gonna.
Yeah,
do it.
if
It's
you
just
just,
to
maybe we'll
each
have a meeting.
meet their date, because I think Bill had said they were, do you know when you're meeting
I
on?
haven't got the schedule, but I think it's,
In the
not
November?
the next meeting, I think it's in 2 weeks. You're coming to us.
3 weeks, wow, that'd be good.
Okay, so we should probably, you wanna schedule a meeting 2 weeks from today?
Yeah, I mean, that would make sense.
Well, how about next week,
It
even?
would have to be next week if the.
Yeah,
wants
It's
to.
fine
We
by
can do-
me, yeah.
Next week.
Why don't I check on if you have been put into the schedule and get back to either Melissa or somebody and let you know definitely when they expect you on the
Yeah.
schedule.
I know
Okay.
Typically, they want them before November.
Yeah.
That's the only reason I think that.
Okay, cause last year we went, I wanna say, we went in mid-November, I
Did we?
wanna say, they were a little later. But my point was this, if in fact it is mid-November, I really think one
I'm
meeting.
fine with it if
We-
it's that late.
Yeah, we could do one meeting, but if they need it sooner, we'll do a meeting sooner and do it. But I don't think a workshop as it is, we'll just have a meeting, a public meeting on it. There's no big items on there, you're doing a good job on, we're gonna definitely have some money to give back to the town at the end of this year. And that's buying all those last minute items that, that come up, so, I think that'll be pretty good, all right?
Don't be giving anything back yet.
No.
Well, yeah, Ray was gonna
I
look
know
at
her,
the.
she has plans.
I think that's a big item we should.
Yeah, well, I've seen some other towns, and what they have a little speed indicator screen with a solar panel.
Yep.
And then if you're doing, let's say if it's a 35 and you're doing 40, it tells you what your speed is, or it puts a little light and flashes to warn you. I don't know how much those are, but if they're solar powered,
It has a laser, if you're speeding, it flattens your tires.
good. Yeah.
Costs us bucks.
So,
The
Ray, are
sign
you
itself
still
is
looking into that, Ray?
4,600.
Yeah.
600?
Yeah,
That's, I
yeah,
got a quote on that too, and it's
I think we should try to get that into the
24 and
budget.
26.
yeah, we've
How
got,
much would about one of those be like, you think?
About 2,600.
About 2,600. And the radar trailer was like 15,000, of which half we were getting a grant, but there's no grant
This
this
is
year
just
now.
a sign.
this is just the sign.
Yeah, sign.
This is no generates data, none
Yeah.
of that stuff.
It's just a sign, it's just.
Yeah.
It's
It's
a
very-
Yeah, it blinks and stuff like that.
Very
so.
effective if you have areas
Yeah.
that where you do have speed problems.
Yeah, you mean, at least you don't have to bring the trailer out and hook it up and worry about the power and all of that. It's just something we should look into. If we could get one or two of them, for under 5,000 and we had the money in our budget, that would be better than maybe a radar trailer, but a radar trailer is mobile, you can put it, there's pros and
Gives you
cons on all
data,
of it
too.
So,
Does it come on its own pole?
Usually you mount them
On
on
like a
pole.
telephone
Yeah.
pole or a speed.
aluminum pole is
Or
or just,
telephone pole? Are you able to?
Well, you can, but you're not supposed to be putting them on telephone poles, but you can just have a regular signpost set up,
Right.
is what we do. We just drive a signpost.
do you
But
have?
you can get them on a trailer too, so we can look
Yeah.
at both.
Well, anyway, they'll give you something to look at between now and our next meeting, and, we'll look into that, because, probably a radar trailer is out. If we were looking for full funding on the budget, last year we were looking for 7,500, 15, but 75 come back from the state and it got turned down, so I can't imagine if we went in for 15 or 16, just without any state or federal help, that we would get that either, so. Okay, myself, okay, we got plenty of time to, figure that one out. Anything else, Ray?
Nope.
No, okay. Okay, so we're good with that. Okay, Melissa, how are you?
Good.
Why don't you, update us on our theatrics here?
Well, you guys are very popular.
Okay,
So, for the totals, so the first one we really did was in May, it was 227.
227 in May,
June was 91,
91 in June,
August, you guys were apparently very popular because it was 165.
165.
And then September, you were boring, so it was 63.
53.
63.
Oh, 63, yeah.
So, but it does work really well. Somebody comes in, they hit record, we kind of trial and error, we've moved it to the middle of the room.
Yes.
It works really well, you can hear everything around. You can hear, everybody behind, in front, whatever, and then Chip gives me the thumb drive, and the next day I just upload it to YouTube. And, so there's no cost associated with it or anything.
So anyway, guys, we had said that at this meeting, we'd get a consensus among ourselves if we'd like to continue it. Personally, myself, I think it works good. It's nice that people can see the meeting after the fact, get updated with what we discussed, right online. And I don't even know, we don't really need a motion, I don't think, but I'd like to continue on.
I don't have.
Just keep it going, and then at some time, if the town, if the selectmen want to do it all town-wide boards, then they'd probably have to get that room downstairs of the town hall, videoed up, and like you were talking about, just a one room that all the boards would have their meetings in. Hey, if that doesn't happen, we can continue doing this till.
I do know that WMUR, there's another one in Manchester, and the community channel in Manchester, kind of news outlet type thing, that they, the first one, had commented, thank you very much for, putting this online now, so, they view them, I think, probably just looking to see if there's any information that maybe they might want to, call and learn more about or anything like that, but so there's been a couple of comments on, when you go and look at the YouTube channel that, one of them, I think his name's Gerard at Large or something, and he does a lot of online news reporting and stuff, and so, yeah, I've seen that too.
Ah, cool. What are we doing with the thumb drives from the meetings so far?
There's no reason to keep them.
So how long?
It's the same thumb drive over and over again.
Okay, so you just
that's re-record.
So that's how we
Yeah.
do it each time, we just
Yeah, and
redo
it
that
says
one.
right,
All right,
it
so
says
just,
right on the recording,
Yeah.
right on the, there's you can put a little snippet of, under the title or whatever, and I just cut and paste them all, they just all say, the unofficial recording of, police commission meeting date and time, and, for official records, contact, I don't know exactly what it says, but something to that effect.
so we're not keeping them, we're not storing them, there's a process where they just get redone, that's
Yeah.
perfect, good.
Yeah, so we're not keeping specific thumb drive and say this is the October meeting, it's okay. So you don't have to worry about storage.
Nope.
No.
And while Melissa's here, I think we should recognize her for her award last month,
Thank you.
Yes,
the Team Spirit Award.
The
Very
Helen
good.
Hills Community, Outreach.
you're helping, it's not, you're not only helping us out here at the PD, the fire department, the rec, parks and rec, and a lot of different things, you're very,
Well, it's a lot of fun.
you're very dedicated, and we appreciate your service,
Thank you.
okay? That's for sure. Any,
Now you can leave.
any more discussion on the video? We're just
No,
gonna
we'll
keep
just
on
keep,
going.
long as it isn't a burden to them,
Yeah.
and we have a process on
Yeah.
what we do with the old stuff, so we don't have them kicking around and
Mhm.
Oh, I
end
did
up
have,
having subject to
thing that-
discovery.
doesn't have to do with the videos, actually, I discussed it with the chief last month, and, we use Nixle for the neighborhood watch, and we use the free version. We were looking into, originally we were looking into creating an app for the town that kind of brought everybody into the same page, there's a program called Are You Okay, which costs money by itself, and it's a automated service the chief had kind of asked me to look into where, like, elderly community or something, it's an automated service where it would call, and then, if you're fine, you hit one and that's it, but if you didn't acknowledge it or didn't answer the phone, then it kind of alerted us to go check on you and stuff. So we did find out that Nixle has all kinds of other pieces to it that were really beneficial. So if there was an emergency road closure for some reason, one person from the police department could just send one message and it would go to the Facebook page, it would go to the email addresses, it would go to the leaders, that kind of stuff. So we were kind of looking into that, and then if we do go down that road, I had reached out to the leaders of the neighborhood watch to maybe help me kind of, because you kind of build it yourself, the company goes by your feedback, so I had reached out to the 3 leaders to see if we go down that road, if they would be willing to, be kind of like the test subjects to see what works, what doesn't work, what the best way to do it and
Yeah.
stuff. So we're kind of looking into that at the moment with the fire department.
Okay, that's what you're working with Ed?
Yeah, yeah.
And the other Ed?
Both of them, yeah.
Two chief Eds, yeah.
Yeah, the two chiefs.
Ed and Ed.
And, yeah,
Excellent.
That's
Two
awesome.
ends
Have
are
an
better
app
than
for it.
one.
yeah, so we would have our, and it would be like that would be the app you would look for, it would be like
Yeah.
Auburn, New Hampshire or something like that, yeah, so.
All right.
Great.
Ah,
Any more questions for Melissa?
I like it.
Okay, that's a good job. Awesome. Okay, under new business, okay, so we have to review a change in the union agreement that we had, and you guys have all been,
Yeah.
Apprised of that?
Following that.
okay, so,
You have the motion language, I believe?
yes, I do. But before, do you wanna read it out loud so the audience hears it?
Puts it into the record if you want, yeah.
Okay, okay, so I'll read this letter, take a couple minutes here. Okay, okay. As the police commission is, this is a letter from Bill Herman sent to the police commission. As the police commission is aware, the schedule for the Auburn Police Department has changed from 8-hour shifts to 12-hour shifts. The change in schedule has been in place for approximately a month and appears to be working very well. It was developed cooperatively between the police administration and the union. As a result of this change, one area in the collective bargaining agreement, which needs to be adjusted to more accurately accommodate the changes in schedule, was the section concerning shift differential. So instead of carrying 4 different 8-hour shift schedule as the current contract does, we are looking at establishing 3 8-hour blocks as shifts, one of which would get no differential, and 2 would receive shift differential that is already included in the contract. This proposal in the attached MOU it was developed between the administration, the union, town hall, and town council. And it goes on, blah, 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 don't have to read the whole thing. So what we need to do is make a motion for the police commission to ratify and approve the proposed memorandum of understanding between the town of Auburn and the Auburn Police Union that amends Article 13.8 of the collective bargaining agreement concerning shift differentials. So,
I'll suck that.
would I get an all in favor?
Aye.
Okay, so,
Just for the record, that the shift differential is not a big budget item, it's $7,500. We do appreciate both the administration, management, and the union working together to make that work and have no budget impact. That's, it's great to do it that way without any
So-
problems, so.
I did sign right here, so I'll give you this one back, and, cause it needs the, Board of Selectmen chair and the union chair, so
Yeah,
I'll give that to,
we'll write it in that.
okay, let me see what else we got here.
Do we need to sign that, or are we all set?
No, I'll just show you what I just signed. It's a one-page document, and, the
That's
chair,
fine. Yep,
the chair and,
that's perfect.
union,
And
yeah,
then-
okay?
Yep.
And I'll be added to the union contract, because we did change some of the shift hours around. Okay, the last thing on our agenda tonight, discuss a date for budget workshop, and we'll have that too, yeah, I didn't see that on here. So, on the workshop, we're gonna wait to hear back from Dale, and then we'll work that out. If
If
we
we
need to
don't
have
do
a
it
meeting
till
in a
after
week or
that,
2
that's
weeks,
fine.
we'll do it. I mean, provided you're ready to present your budget.
Sure.
Okay. I mean, I'm looking for later as possible, so I'm not trying to rush it, so if she finds out that it's, like the
If
second
it
week
is
of
November,
November.
then we'll do it.
We'll
that
do it
first
on our
meeting.
regular
Yeah,
November
absolutely.
meeting, we'll just.
Yeah, if they expect it earlier, then
Yeah, we'll
we'll
do it.
schedule
We'll
something
definitely
that
accommodate
meets the
the
selectmen's.
Yeah, yeah,
Okay.
okay. Okay, so we got some
Yeah,
increases in pay here coming.
well, that's rather presumptuous of you.
Oh.
First one is Jason Ianteal. Based on a satisfactory review, a motion that he receive the appropriate increase from labor grade 6 step 4 to labor grade 6 step 5.
I'll second.
Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
Jason's all set.
Next, we have Calvin Capos. And again, based on a satisfactory review, I'll motion that he receive the appropriate step increase. He is currently at labor grade 7, step 12. He will therefore go motion to increase him to labor grade 7, step 13.
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Okay. Yeah.
Next is Anita Lombardo. Again, based on her satisfactory review, I will motion that she receive the appropriate step increase from labor grade 7, step 11 to labor grade 7, step 12.
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Okay. Thank you.
And finally, Dan Goon. I didn't know our labor grades went high enough. Again, based on his satisfactory review, motion that he be granted his step increase. He is at labor grade 11, step 10. He'll go to labor grade 11, step 11.
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
And I will, just as a comment, I don't know if any of you saw Dan Goonan in Washington with the president's wife.
Did you see that ring?
Did an excellent job representing, of course, Manchester Fire.
But
And
his wife wasn't too happy about it.
Really? I have some questions for him. I haven't caught up with him yet. I saw him Sunday, but I didn't catch up with him.
Okay.
He did a great job. He looked great.
Yeah,
He's
he-
very articulate, and he's doing a great job, both for us as always, and for Manchester.
Yeah, he was on Saturday.
Oh, yeah, yeah. All right. Okay, so that brings us to the end. Do I have any comments from the audience? Yes, Mr. Gorniak.
Yeah, the last couple of months, there's been a couple of events that have resulted in road closures. The race
Yep.
and the Auburn Day. And while the race I found out about last minute, they put the signs up a few days before the race saying road closures. And Auburn Day, I just didn't even think that they were gonna close the road. But nobody notifies us at the post office. And believe it or not, it causes a real big logistical problem for us, because when there's road closures, we either gotta get out to those areas before the road's closed, or we gotta shift our routes around so that we go back through there after they open back up again. But to do that on a Saturday morning, when I've got relief staff in, because the regulars are off, and I've got a dock full of mail to try to get set up, is real difficult.
Okay.
And we have to get mail out. Unless there's a true emergency stopping of the road closure because trees and wires are down, or because of snow, or an accident or something, we have to get through it.
Mhm.
We have to get our mail out. We're required by mandate to get mail out. Even if I have a vacant room, I gotta take the mail out, that type of thing. So we would appreciate just some consideration, if you know when there's gonna be road closures, of someone. I'm gonna ask Dale to take it to the town, go to the next board meeting, just to let us know.
Yep.
Just give us a heads
Well,
up.
we'll try to arrange so that somebody notifies you. I mean, so you have the duck race day and the race day, the Sucker Brook race.
Yeah.
Other than that, are there any, I'm trying to think, I don't know of any other events.
Most recent
You
one?
want us to send you a letter?
Your best bet probably would be with the selectmen, because they need to approve it.
Yeah.
Like the Sucker Brook race, we don't really have anything to do with that.
Oh, that's-
Sucker Brook's on Sunday.
Yeah, I know, yeah, but, so that just, the Sucker Brook happened comes to my mind when you started talking about it, but the town, I believe, no matter whether it's a state road or a town road, has to approve it, so, but I will also keep that in mind. Really, the only road we ever will is Eden Hill, so.
Do we have contact information for the post office other
I
than
know where you are.
Tom's contact? I mean, do they have,
They know where we live.
I know how to find it.
okay.
Yeah, so I will keep that in mind as well.
This is a general.
Good take on that, Tom, because the mail must go through, as you well know.
There are reasons why it doesn't, but for 99.9% of the time it does.
Yeah,
If I need to go out at 7 o'clock in the morning with mail before a road gets closed, then I'll arrange to have that done.
correct.
Or to have somebody, or take it out at 5 o'clock in the afternoon. I mean, it's just doing it ahead of time is a lot easier, so I can set the route up properly.
You're absolutely correct, so, hopefully the next road closure, you'll have some, advance notice on it.
Yeah.
If I may,
Yes.
there are some problems with when roads are being closed, whether it be for a planned event or an emergency event. They have been closed, but they have not, like, say the fire chief closes the road, but he really needs to notify, you know, the police. He needs to notify, and the road agent, but that hasn't been happening, so we need to take it up and just make
Yeah.
sure
If it's an
everybody.
emergency, there's nothing to be done about it.
Well, in an emergency, I would assume that the police
Emergency,
would know.
we just know that we have to avoid that area.
I would think.
That's a given.
Yep,
This one's, it's a planned event, like, well, for example, when the road agent closes down part of a road and doing construction, we had a couple times, I think it was last year on Chester Turnpike, where the carrier went out there and they couldn't get through for a time period. But she's the regular on there, she's been there for years, so she knew enough to go around and come back, and she hit the area afterwards, but, you know, stuff like that, if we know there's gonna be a closure, we can plan for it instead of trying to shift gears in the middle of the stream, you know, trying to swap poles.
no problem. It'll, be taken into account.
I appreciate it, thank you.
Okay? Okay, any other comments before we, adjourn? Okay. Let's take a look here. 7:33, I'll, entertain a motion.
So moved.
On favor?
Aye.
Okay, thank you.
I don't know.
You